31 games, 9 goals, and 7 assists is what Jeremy Frimpong turned up for Bayer Leverkusen in their campaign that saw them lift the Bundesliga for the first time in ages. But guess what? He is being offered to Manchester United according to the latest reports that are coming in. Guys, this smells fishy. I've got details about that. Meanwhile, Dumfries to Manchester United in a swap deal involving Aaron Wan-Bissaka seems serious as we grow into this developing story. My name is Webb. Like, share, subscribe. This is the United Hot Sport, and it's strictly Manchester United talk here. Let's get into it, guys. We know that Ineos are now focused on getting a right back and a left back, of course, after probably advancing in their pursuit of a holding midfielder. That's Manuel Ugarte, to be precise. Now, we've been linked with Jeremy Frimpong for a long time, the Bayer Leverkusen right back, who, without a shadow of a doubt, was among the best and hottest footballers in global football last season, not just in Germany. Rightfully so. And we know that Manchester United would have wanted him. We know that he's probably a fan of Manchester United. But for him to be offered to Manchester United just after his buyout clause has run out smells fishy in every way. In every way you look at it, it smells fishy for me. And I'm thinking, what is it? How could Bayer Leverkusen, how could Jabi Alonso offer Manchester United one of his best players? I think for me, for one, it's probably the player himself has informed the club that he wants to leave and join Manchester United because he's probably a boyhood support of Man United. That's one. Or they fell out with the manager and they ask him, where do you want to go? And the arrogance of Jabi Alonso is like, you can leave if you want to, because perhaps Alonso wouldn't want to play with a player, or to manage a player who doesn't want to stay and be a part of the project. That is the only way it can make sense. But it's in either way, it's a good thing for Man United if a player like Frimpong, with whom we've been linked for a long time, is being offered to us. Of course, not for free. They offer him to us to come and, of course, have talks and negotiations about him. But people are now complaining and are trying to say, how would he play in a back four? Because apparently, with Jabi Alonso, he was mostly playing in a back three, and that's why he shone the most. And I'm thinking, well, that's a bit shallow for you to think that because he was shining in a back three, he can't play in a back four. I would give you a likeliness in terms of formations. How, even if United, Eric Ten Hag plays with a back four, when United has the ball, we usually, uh, adjust into a back three most of the times because Dalot, who is the winger, a right back, will come into the middle, or here you overlap because of the nature of the game today. It's in most cases, even when you're playing, you start with a back four. When you have the ball, you change into a back three in most cases because the one of the fullbacks will always be required to go and add to the middle. So I don't think that's an excuse. So people who are laughing at this, saying he can't play at Man United, I think that's a bit naive, really. So I really think Frimpong would be a good player. But you see, this is coming up at a time when I'm still up to now trying to get to the bottom of the earlier report that came out that and is still running now that. Manchester United is in talks for a swap deal involving Aaron Wan-Bissaka to Inter Milan, where he wants to go, and Denzel Dumfries, of the Dutch guy, joining Manchester United. For me, whereas Frimpong is a good player, I actually think the Dumfries deal, if he's not injured, and the Dumfries I know, that is a better deal for Man United. He's a more complete, more proven player. He's older, of course, more experienced than Wan-Bissaka and Frimpong, but he's also played bigger games for a longer time. He's a complete footballer. He gives you a balance defensively and attack. So for me, whereas Frimpong is a good player, I think if indeed we can easily get Dumfries in just a swap deal, take Wan-Bissaka and come our way, that is a huge bargain. It's a huge deal for Man United. It would be that's one deal you get and run away with. You get it and run away with. And again, I've been critically looking at it, analyzing the situation. And I'm thinking it probably makes sense for Inter Milan. It probably makes sense for Inter Milan because the Italian game really is attractive to players like Wan-Bissaka, who will not give you a lot going forward. So who will just stay there and steal balls and win them back for their side. But the Frimpong conversation now, of course, twists it in a way, takes it to a different dimension. But I honestly feel Dumfries should be now the one Man United goes for. And there are people who are saying neither of the two is an improvement on Diogo Dalot. Whoa, guys, that's probably because you don't watch enough football. Dalot is a good footballer. He's a promising footballer. When he's good, when Dalot has a good game, he can be so good. When he has a bad game, he can be terrible. Inconsistency, which is a mark of a footballer at the topmost level. You've got to be consistent at that level. Dalot struggles for consistency. And he's not young. Dalot, I think, is going 27 or 26. He's not a kid anymore. So he has got to be consistent. Now, if he's going to be pushed, and already he's working hard even before joining the team, he's a hard worker. Cristiano Ronaldo praised him for that. And he predicted that he would be a big player for Man United. But you see, if he's going to work hard and try to be consistent, he has got to be pushed by the best in the game. And Frimpong or Dumfries are just that. It's good now that I saw a report, a confirmation that Nusea Mazraoui has agreed, Bayern has agreed a deal with West Ham United for Mazraoui to join West Ham for about for a fee reported to be around, I think, 18 million euros plus some add-ons. I think 12 million euros plus add-ons of about 3 point something. So, meaning Mazraoui is out of the conversation for Man United. It's nearly confirmed. It will be soon be a here we go, from what we get. So for me, probably now the focus within yours is between these two. Frimpong, for whom we've got to pay, because if we are going to get to get into talks with Bayer Leverkusen, my thinking is maybe because they have offered him themselves, we can get him for even less than the buyout clause. His buyout clause was 40 million euros. It ran out last week. So why do they offer him now? Do they want to corner us into paying more? Because I mean, he had a buyout clause. Why didn't they? If they could have settled for less, why didn't they then trigger the clause before? So it's all fishy, to be honest. But it comes at the wrong time, because for me, the Dumfries deal really just unsettles me, because I feel like it's a good one, a good deal for Man United. And indeed, if it's true, trigger it before Inter Milan wake up. Otherwise, we could lose out on a good player. Dumfries is a baller. His personality, he's always looking disgusted. Like his facial expression alone is like Lisandro Martinez. So imagine you have a wall that has, or a defense that has Dumfries and Lisandro Martinez. They don't even Lenny Yoro's facial expressions. He's always looking tough. Boss, we would bully opponents for fun. I think for me, the Dumfries deal excites me. Do I think Frimpong is an amazing player? Yes, but he's not Dumfries. Dumfries will bring a certain level of experience, and he's certainly going to. It's nearly unless this is his prime age. 28 is your prime as an outfit player. It's still your prime. And the experience, look at a player like Kyle Walker, he's still playing and balling at the topmost level. They were begging him. He wanted to retire before the Euros. They begged him. Southgate begged him to be a part of the team. And indeed, he played every game. So you still have a long way to go. So with this experience, it will come in handy to boost the backline at Man United. Maybe in the future, you can go back and get Frimpong. But anyhow, so that's what I think. But drop down your comment and give me what you think about the Frimpong situation. If he's offered, if you have to choose between the two, Frimpong and and Dumfries, whom would you go for? Whom would you think Ineos should be spending their money on? Or is any of them, in your view, an improvement on Diogo Dalot? What is your honest opinion? I would want to pick your mind on that before we probably get any further. But expect something to happen in that regard. Beautiful stuff happening there as we do continue to talk Manchester United. Well, United, things keep twisting left, right, and center. Anyhow, you probably heard and know now that Old Trafford has been refurbished. I think that, okay, for this season, it's not the big refurbishing that we expect Ineos to do. There's no way that can happen in just weeks after the season. But at least the tunnel, which I got a chance to stand in and take photos and even do that tunnel walk of teams coming into the stadium and stuff. It has been improved at Man United. The Old Trafford tunnel has been improved. They have tried to modernize it, add a few, gypsum boards, I think, and some lights and stuff. So it looks different, which you'll love to see. Honestly, it looks good. So Ineos are making some subtle improvements. The marginal gains are being seen. And perhaps we'll see the results eventually on the pitch. But the football is where I want to stick for now. My name is Webb. This is the National Sport. I'll be waiting for your comment. Cheers.